back out the game.
Amazing.
Drafts, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get into Big Ban. DRX is on blue this time around, so I don't know if SeolHaeOne Prince are going to leave Varus open. I'm most curious about the Varus question.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any chance that DRX ban it after not banning it on red side.
Yeah.
True. And, okay, they're going to go straight Aphelios Lee Sin.
Yeah, I already talked to them that if you would just want to farm for the late game, just play Aphelios. And they got my advice.
They listened.
I'm glad. Yeah, they listened to me. I like it.
Oh, are they going to run it back and say, I'll beat you on one matchup, I'll beat you on the opposite matchup? Looks like it as Rek'Sai is going to be the selection here for Pyoshik. And Ezreal, obviously left available here.
Yeah.
Deft, I think that is a pretty easy pickup for them.
Easy pickup, and also Keria, he really loves to pick Senna with Ezreal. And a lot of people are saying that combination is similar with the Ezreal Karma, which is it accelerates the laning phase power of the Ezreal. And yeah, Aphelios Bard. This is the combo that Dynamics already showed up that maybe it can be good, but can be really bad at the same time. I think Bard is more on the players. It's not about the champion. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't think this combination is really great because Aphelios really needs some cover and pills from the teammates, and Bard is not the champion it pills good or...
He sets up plays, you know?
Yeah.
He's usually in the front being a nuisance, and he can get out with his magical journey and always set up plays with bindings or tempered fates and stuff like that. We're not going to see Camille this game after the last experience. I'm sure Ixu wants nothing to do with that champion.
Yeah, I mean, I already tried so many Camille, you know. I played 30 games on my secret account on the top lane.
Secret account?
Yeah. I mean, it's not actually...
Is it a barcode?
I mean, it's not actual secret account because it names Wadoran.
Wadoran!
Yeah, I name myself to Doran, you know, because my playstyle on the top side is similar to Doran.
Similar to Doran, okay.
Yeah, I always play aggressive, you know. So that's why I know about this Camille champion a lot. It has really strong lane. It's really great blind pick. So probably this is the reason why SeolHaeOne just banned out on the top lane. And the Kong is just great blind pick in general. So, but there is one worry again that Ixu not on a tank duty.
Yeah.
I don't feel really comfortable on that, you know.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much success for Ixu on non-tanks. He's played a lot of games of Ornn too, and even that one game of Gragas, which he did win. The LeBlanc here is seemingly going to be the blind pick for Chovy into the mid lane.
He's hungry for the POG, man.
Yeah. He wants the double. He wants all the spot lane, you know?
I mean, look at the team comp. It feels like it's already over, man.
Yeah. Oh, Carrier.
Carrier, man.
Thinking about that Pantheon. But, oh. Mixing it up, going with the Nautilus.
There's no pills. There is no pills for the Aphelios again, so this Nautilus pick would be really critical for the Aphelios. And yeah, I mean, they have no AP damage, so Mickey really needs to fill up the AP damage for this SeolHaeOne. And it feels like they really just need to go in, and they really want to fight a lot in the early game, even though they have Aphelios. And yeah, I mean, in terms of champion picks, I feel it's kind of similar draft. It's normal draft in LCK, but when we think about the players and teams, DRX already got so many comfort picks and champions, so I'm not sure if they can manage to have some great skirmishes and situations on the top side, because I feel like SeolHaeOne Prince is really focused on the top side when they have Lissandra, Lee Sin, and a Kong on the top side already.
Yeah, does appear that way. I do like the Lissandra pick just in general because they're going to be going in, but also DRX have a lot of guys that will be in your face. You can get a lot of the passive procs with that, and it's also a good lane into LeBlanc. So I don't mind it at all. I think it was a good selection there on R5.
Yeah. It's more about Chovy's LeBlanc and Deft's Ezreal, right?
Of course, as it always is. Hard to ignore those picks for those players. Trigger here, he says, well, the Varus didn't work out. Let's try Aphelios.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's like, guys, even though I solo killed Deft and I won lane against Deft and Carrier, you guys were not focusing on me, so I will just farm.
Yeah, sit back, farm it out, try to eventually get there in the late game. We're here in game 2. DRX on blue, SP on red. And it will be a fun one to watch here to see if SP can do anything. Game number 1 did look kind of decided, let's say, by about 13, 14 minutes into it after a couple of dragon fights and TPs to the top lane. This time, they have the Lee Sin. Can Flawless do as good of a job as Pyosik did in the early game? Is another question.
I just want to see more active plays by SeolHaeOne, because last time when they had Silas and Varus, even though they had great advantage in the early game, nothing happened, right? They were just farming and just running into the Corki. So, I mean, maybe they think that, yeah, this time around you have Aphelios, so we can just farm it up, but I don't think DRX has bad late game as well. They had Ezreal, they have LeBlanc, which is just great poke against Aphelios.
Yeah.
Especially when they do not have like great CC chain combo, except Lissandra. So I think this is the game that SeolHaeOne really needs to snowball again from the early game. And they do have tools with like Bard and Lee Sin and Lissandra, so let's see what's happening. But it already feels like bot lane is crashed.
Yeah, you go back to the bans that we did see on the side of SeolHaeOne Prince here for game 2. They had Varus, Yuumi, and Karma. And the Varus, I mean, I guess so, although it seems like Deft doesn't seem to think it's too powerful, but then committing 2 support bans to Yuumi and Karma, although I suppose Karma can be flexed, of course, is kind of interesting that you would allow Deft to get Ezreal again. And they didn't even first pick it. No. They got it on the 3rd pick, so they were able to scoop up Set, which was also available, and then on the 2nd go-around also get Deft's best champion. So it's kind of interesting the way the draft worked itself out, where SP was prioritizing other picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, already from the laning phase, top lane and bot lane is crying at the same time. By the way, they were on red side. They could counter it. They could choose the matchup. And this is happening. Also, Lissandra is just getting helped by Lee Sin already. It's level 3, by the way.
It's 3 minutes into the game.
And top and bot and mid are losing already.
Yeah.
Maybe it's from the game 1. Their mentality got damaged, but it shouldn't happen because they are pro players, right? So they really need to focus it up again. And yeah, we want more quality games than game 1, right? Game 1 was obviously sleepy and boring.
Yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining game. Pyosik is going to be seen here, and they say, well, let's just dive Ixu. But the TP is coming in. They're still going to go for it here as Ixu gets low. There's the first blood going the way of DRX as Doran is doing a nice job of staying alive. And the Chains will be able to eventually get this kill onto Flawless. That's a double kill already to Chovy. And Mickey is going to...
Is it triple kill?
There's the triple kill.
Oh,
4 minutes into the game as TP comes in from Ixu. Too little, too late.
Guys, can we pause and restart the game? Guys,
Scrim, Scrim over. Let's go for the next one.
can we just redo the draft as well? Because maybe we missed about the Chovy's LeBlanc and Depth's Israel. I mean, yeah, guys. It feels like the game is already over.
It is 6 stacks of Dark Steel. 4 minutes into the game. Oh, man.
It reminds me when he played Zoe and he got quadra kill.
Yeah.
Skirmish. Man,
Nice little bait here, although Trigger almost dies. Deft is in a little bit of trouble, but they have exhaust. Keria is just able to flash away from that one, so I like that they're trying to make stuff happen here. But at the end of the day, they're only going to get the summoners here of Keria. Dash. Deft doesn't even have to flash. Shout out to Riot Dash. Just combining the 2 words here. Pyosik is just going to start this up. He's like, yeah, I mean, you guys have no priority at all. And actually it does back away.
I mean, yeah, I already explained about this team composition, right? Even though they have Aphelios, they are having the team comp that they really need to snowball for the early game. And they snowballed in the other direction. They snowballed.
It's like an avalanche or something.
Yeah, they snowballed themselves
Yeah.
into the DRX side. And Chovy already got triple kill. I don't see any kind of situation Chovy is getting crushed by Lissandra anymore after that triple kill. And also, yeah, I'm not sure what kind of strategy is needed from SeolHaeOne side because they are losing all 3 lanes at the same time. Maybe that was really great try on the bottom side with the small bait, but at the end they didn't get a kill and they didn't get the great point. So this game really feels like one-sided again.
Chovy just walked over the ward. And he was able to spot Flawless, but I didn't see many pings coming out of SeolHaeOne Prince. They should know that he's top side of the map.
Yeah, they should know.
They saw it on the ward. Well, Ixu is going to go into the clone, and they're just going to die. Chains are going to land. Dorn is going to tap that one up, and down he goes. Hey, how about a kill in the bottom lane? Why not? And DRX are just rolling over them. That snowball has turned into a full-on landslide already at 7 minutes into the game.
As commentator, I really need to be on the middle, right? But this is not middle.
박으면 타 그냥? 탈게.
Yeah, I will just TP. I don't care.
So casual.
He's not talking at all. Because this situation is way too easy. Lee Sin. Haha.
빼자.
Just get back. That's what he said, by the way.
Let's back.
That's all.
Let's just back.
So casually.
So casual and simple. Yeah.
Keria just a little bit of smurfing there. As he does.
It feels like you are just watching one of these Scream games that it's already like over from the draft
Yeah.
and also from the early game. But this is not a Scream game, right? This is
No.
the real, actual LCK game, and I already talked about I want to see more quality game than game 1, but it's worse than game 1.
Yeah. I like how Toby just pops back and changes them just to show him who's boss. It's like, yeah, how dare you try to gank me? 4-0. Maybe we'll see like a 10-minute Medjai's. Let's get it going. Let's get a Soul Stealer up and running.
Yeah, I wanted to.
4-0, not good enough.
I mean, it's just already really, really hard for the SeolHaeOne side because they have no lane prior at all. Top losing, mid losing, bot losing, getting solo killed as well. So,
Yeah.
how jungler can play the game properly against this? Like, look at it.
Well, they know someone's here through the Tremor Sense. The flash comes in.
Maybe.
And he's okay. They're going to try to get onto Pyoshik here, who is not very tanky.
Oh.
So there's your kill. You got one finally. Depth is going to do about 1 trillion damage, but it's not going to help out too much. Doran is going to flash over the wall, and now he's going for a little bit of a walk. Mia and Trigger rotating all the way up from the bottom lane to get the kill onto Doran here. And they will at least be able to do that. Chovy is just laughing in their faces. In goes the Lee Sin, though. Chovy does have to be careful. He flashes out of the Tempered Fade, which is going to save his life, and they just left their bottom lane open.
But still, that was really great attempt by SeolHaeOne. I already talked about the game, and it was already doomed when LeBlanc got 4 kills, but they actually tried something, not laying down like boring players.
Yeah,
like
true.
they tried new things. They tried to just go through in this rough situation. So I really like to see that. Even though like you let Depths free farming on the bot lane, it doesn't matter. You cannot win the laning phase. Then just go roam, give up something to get something.
Yeah.
So that was great play by SeolHaeOne, and they still have chance because of that. I mean, looks hard, but
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. But I do agree you have to be proactive if you're gonna try to win. If you just sit back and just lose, then it's exactly that. You're just you know, asking to lose. So
that's what happened in game 1. So
Yeah.
they already changed something on the top side, and maybe that was over aggressive by DRX because Rex had that.
okay, the
Oh,
ult
he
comes
canceled.
in and Chovy gets sat down.
Mickey just canceled the dash.
Yeah.
So he could get one shot, but he's so alpha.
Yeah, he stood in the face of it and
Yeah.
said, "No, you will not kill me, not this time." Wow. Okay.
They're doing it.
All right, SeolHaeOne.
They're actually doing it.
They're gonna try to take the Drake here as well. They're getting started, but here comes 2 teleports, and well, that is a late one for Mickey. He doesn't have his ultimate either.
Huge team.
Oh no, it's not Mickey, it's Ixu who comes in. There is the Q onto the Drake. They're gonna wait that one out. Lee Sin goes in, but he can't get it at the end. And that should be a disaster, although Trigger nearly able to snipe down Keria. That was their one last chance as Mountain Soul is gonna make itself known here on the map. They're going after Trigger here. There's no ultimate for Pyoshik.
Oh,
Keria?
what? That's maybe-
Dreads line the wall.
Yeah, that's just shout out to Mickey X, I guess.
Yeah, getting too excited. Oh man. Well, SeolHaeOne nearly able to snowball something after getting the kill onto Chovy, but it ended up they just got teleported on.
Yeah, I mean, everything was going great, but maybe they already showed up so many times these kind of things are happening. And if you watched most of the games by SeolHaeOne, they got pretty great early games, you know? They were not horrible, but after that early game, they didn't think about the tempo, and they tried again and again and again when they really need to just chill out. And after this super play, you know?
It just came off cooldown too.
Oh, man.
That was so close.
Yeah, and after that, you do not have ultimate on Lee Sin and Lissandra, so just give up. Just give up. And just wait for next timing. Because your champion is all about the ultimate. And
Oh, Doran.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean,
This is just general problem when it comes to like SeolHaeOne games.
yeah.
I mean, Spring Split, they knew how tempo works. So that's why they had the timing for the hybrid carry. But this time around, it feels like they really do not care about the tempo. Just dying 24/7, right?
Mia is going to get sniped by Debs. That ultimate was very well placed by Keria, catches the both of them. Mickey is going to sacrifice himself as Flawless is still going to die. Debs very bloodthirsty here. In goes Ixu, not sure why. I really do not know why. That is going to be a quadra kill, very casually. Just, well, yeah. Not much else to say about that one. Very one-sided from DRX. SeolHaeOne Prince going way too deep in the enemy jungle from very far behind, and they get punished.
Yeah, nothing to say because, yeah, this is not a game that we really want to show
Yeah,
to the fans, you know?
true.
This is such a disappointing game.
There's not a lot of analysis after that play, you know?
I mean, yes, I know that SeolHaeOne is playing against DRX. It's a pretty rough matchup, right? They are undefeated in LCK, and it's really hard, but this kind of plays are not about DRX, you know? I think it's more about SeolHaeOne, who is just straight up inting into the enemy, so I'm low-key mad because...
Low-key mad.
Yeah, because they already got really great tools for the snowballing.
Yeah.
In the last game too, they got Varus, and it worked out pretty well. And this game around, yes, they gave triple kill on LeBlanc in the early game, but after that they made a lot of good plays because of their mechanics, right? But why? Why they are just giving up like that, you know?
Yeah. It definitely seems like the focus is not quite there, you know? And we were expecting Trigger and Mia to come in here and maybe grant a little bit of focus
Yeah.
to SeolHaeOne, and it looked a little bit in game one, but after I think they got crushed in game one, I think maybe they just kind of,
Yeah.
I was laughing at the emote there as Kerry is sharing the love, I suppose.
And yeah.
What, are they just gonna sit there like?
I think
Here they come. Okay.
It's spotted.
Might be able to. No. yeah. No. Good try.
Yeah.
Okay. You have Bard. You can.
I mean, it's good
plays.
try because you lose 5v5 straight up.
Yeah.
They have only one chance in the silent, 1 versus 5, because there's no way they can win the team fight against.
Oh, Ixu. He got caught by the chains here, and so did Bard. And that is just going to be the two of them getting punched down here. Are we going to have like an 18-minute game? No way.
Can they actually end this game?
I think they're going to try.
With this hair?
Knowing them,
Yeah, I think so.
they're going to try. They're definitely going to go for it.
I want to see it. I actually want to see it.
17 minutes. You got 4 members though, and it was
Oh
late.
man, he failed.
Yeah. At
He
least they
failed.
stopped it, okay? Oh man.
I'm mental booming. I just saw a lot of just inting moments in LCK, and this is not I wanted to see.
Yeah.
When it comes to I'm casting.
Not what you signed up for.
Yeah. It's different.
Okay. Well, Chovy's just gonna say no. Down will go Rek'Sai.
Oh.
No, and Deft is gonna seemingly lose this fight up on the top side. Mickey is searching.
Something is happening though.
They're gonna get, oh no, they're not. Deft is over the wall, and finally they're gonna take him down. 1,000 gold going the way of SeolHaeOne Prince. And they finally got him there, as it looks like they're just gonna patrol around the Drake and maybe try to stop them from getting in there, but they don't have a jungler yet. Pyoshik coming up in 5 seconds.
Even though DRX is not focusing either. The game.
Yeah,
Feels
you're
like
dead.
they're just enjoying
You're dead.
the game, right? They're just having
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think this 1 or 2 kills is gonna matter about the game. DRX is just purely 100% controlling the game, and yeah, I don't think SeolHaeOne has great late game either, so it's one-sided.
Yeah, we're just along for the ride. We want to get through this one. Yeah. Essentially, it's 19 minutes and we're already over 10,000 gold ahead.
And we can see Keria is counter jungling as support, as Nautilus support. He's just counter jungling
Good job.
the Wolves. And is he gonna split push on the bot lane as well? That is my question, because some of the DRX player was paying bot lane, but yeah, that's not happening. But he counter jungled enemy camps, so great job. Keria.
Yeah. Who wins, do you think? Is it Nautilus or is it
Lissandra?
Lissandra?
I think it's half-half.
Yeah, might be a close fight.
Might be a close fight.
Okay, the root's gonna come in. Keria responds with his own flash. That one was a bit predictable, so Keria easily able to dodge away from that one. And Deft, he is a man on a mission. And I think Mickey might die. He's nowhere to go. He's getting chunked.
This is not the matchup we were talking about. I think Mickey, he should try the matchup which is
Nautilus.
against Nautilus.
Might be a little bit more even.
Yeah, not against Set. I think maybe he can win against Nautilus. But maybe Keria can win against Lissandra as well because of the counter jungling and exhaust. Man.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I think he's probably be able to win that one. Okay, just catches Mia.
Yeah. I mean, obviously DRX is not focusing the game, you know.
Yeah,
We
I'd
can
love
see
to
it
hear
from
their
the game.
comms.
Yeah, I mean, they're just making a lot of different situations in different places, which is not a great for the LCK games. But this is what we needed: more fights.
Why did what? Did he not know Toby was up there? I really don't know what that was. Deft is like autoing at 1,000 range or something.
I think he's happy enough for the Independent Day
Yeah.
in North America. So instead of firework, he's doing it with the Magical Johnny.
Celebrating the 4th of July by setting up a very cute wall firework.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah. He's trying to channel his inner NA. Can feel it. And yeah, they're gonna go for the tutorial victory. As Papa Smithy always used to like to call it. Just take down all the objectives, take down everything that they own and have. Mickey did pick up a stopwatch, so he's got that going for him. As Doran is more tanky than the entire enemy team right now. In goes the Rek'Sai, and Trigger is not going to win that fight, actually. As down will go everybody, and we are going to have, guys, a 22-minute game. There is going to be the ace. And it was, Deft is just sitting back there, having fun by himself. Just waiting. He's not going to help his team. He just wants to wait for the next kill.
Yeah. For the DPM, you know? For DPM.
Does he, I don't think he had to BM in this stance, but he's having fun. As 23-minute game, we'll call it 22. and about 50 seconds is going to be the win there for DRX. Honestly, guys, not very exciting. About one of the, probably the most one-sided series we've had so far here
Yeah.
in summer.
Let's be a little bit serious here. Like SeolHaeOne, all of their games, they had great early games, but after that, just randomly, they just choose to fight in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And they never stop to bleed. They are just bleeding and bleeding, and yeah, they're just giving themselves to the enemy team. And
Oh, really?
oh man. Oh man. I love it.
More celebrations
More BMs.
as you take down SeolHaeOne Prince. Great, yeah. That's fantastic. Awesome.
This is the character that
know-
we needed
Yeah.
in LCK.
Honestly, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like it does seem pretty BM after you just destroyed the enemy team in two of the shortest games we've had here. But at the same time, we love to see celebrations. We love to see a bit of trash talk, right? And I'm glad that at least someone is doing it, as
Yeah.
Pioshik has taken the reins here.
Yeah, and for SeolHaeOne, they tried new bot lanes, new strategies, but at the end they had the same problem that they couldn't stop bleed. So this kind of boring game happened, but
Yeah.
I think the good part of SeolHaeOne is they have great early game still. They know how to use their picks for the early game, maybe not game 2. We are talking about game 1 only.
Yeah.
So maybe if you can use that to learn how to snowball, then maybe they can pick up another win against maybe Hana Life,
Yeah.
eSports, that kind of team.
It'll be a process for them. Obviously, you're going up against DRX, who is the strongest team right now. That's what we expected. It was extremely one-sided. DRX made quick work of it. They didn't waste any time. They're going to go home very early. I'm sure Showmaker would be very proud of them about how fast they're going to get to go home. And we're probably going to be hearing from Chovy alone
Yeah.
as he won game 1, and I think he's going to win game 2, POG.
Yep, I agree. There is so many boomers, and this time around, I have to be a boomer
Yeah.
too because he got triple kill on the top side, right? And this time around, it was not like boring auto attack
No.
on pitch, right?
Yeah.
He was just getting early prior in the mid lane, even though it's counter matchup on LeBlanc. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, he made the plays. He was extremely proactive at the right times, and he abused that LeBlanc kit to its maximum. So, just waiting on the POG vote,
Yeah.
and we're going to have a very long break. It's not even 6:30, 6:28 right now.
Wait, that is crazy.
Yeah, pretty insane speed that they had.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
guys, it's counter matchup on the mid lane. In theory, right? At least you have early laning prior.
Yeah.
And Chovy was winning lane from level 3, by the way. And Lee Sin had to push with Lissandra at level
Yeah.
3. That was
I
hilarious
forgot about that.
moment, by the way. That was one of the hilarious moments in this game.
It set the tone for the game and the way that it was going to be played out. You need a Lee Sin to come help your lane in a counter matchup. That was a nice little ultimate there by Doran.
Oh,
And a
is he
face
gonna
breaker.
get POG because of this?
Probably, yeah.
No, there's no way. Then it's real boomer. Indeed.
I thought the new boomer vote was Chovy, because you said you had to join the boomers. And,
But when I think about it, actually, he deserves it this time.
yeah,
Right.
so it's
because-
the correct vote.
I mean,
not
yeah,
the vote.
because of the matchup. He forced to Lee Sin to push with enemy mid laner at level 3
Yeah.
in LeBlanc and Lissandra matchup, which is he deserves the POG, right? But yeah.
What if Pioshik wins this game,
Ah.
as Chovy won last game, and then it's like all is right in the world, you know?
I guess, yeah. Maybe I had to vote for Pioshik this time around.
You had to try to get him up there
Yeah, but
for game 1.
I failed. Guys, I'm sorry.
It's
But
okay.
Yeah.
We forgive you.
Again, I really wanna like raise him up again. Pyoshik. He proved so much, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, he was completely different jungler in Spring Split. He was like not putting the vision ward, not putting the correct wards for the mid lane or something. But in the summer split, he's like completely different jungler. He's picking a lot of aggressive picks like Nidalee, Graves, and Rek'Sai, and everything is working out pretty well for DRX. And yeah,
Deft might get it too. There is a chance. I think some people might see the amount of damage he was shelling out and say he also destroyed his lane.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just him. I mean, Keria had a big part in that as well. Even from level 1 landing hooks and stuff.
maybe all 5 members can share votes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before where it's like if it's such a one-sided game that we can't choose one person, we just like vote for the coach or something. Like there's a 6th vote where it's just like team vote or, you know, coach vote, draft vote, something like that, you know.
True. Actually, we need vote from the fans as well, I think.
Fan vote.
Yeah, because there, in LEC there is some Twitter analyst thing here.
True.
Right? So, I mean, I liked it, you know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there is casting vote in LCK, so it's not gonna be taking that much time to collect all the votes. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to pick up one POG in this kind of game. Yeah, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
in my opinion, this time around, Chovy deserves it.
Yeah.
Like it was so impactful. Like level 3 LeBlanc crashing Lissandra in lane and forcing Lee Sin to push at him. Man, it's already over.
Yeah.
Game over moment.
Going from there, TPing top lane and creating all of those kills for himself, essentially, as it's going to be Doran.
Yay.
That does pick up the POG.
Yay.
So Chovy actually robbed this time.
Yeah.
Doran had the, they're going to play this one clip and then say,
yeah.
he deserved POG because of this one clip.
Yeah, look at these.
Remember when he pressed his R button on the guy that was right in front of him? Wow. I can't believe it.
That was great
What a play.
I mean, that was great play by Doran, but this is not like game-winning team fight, right? So...
Yeah. We're getting the votes in here.
Oh!
There were 5 for mid and 5 for top, I assume, and
Casting vote.
yeah.
Maybe we need to blame Jonas Strong this time around.
It's Jonas Strong's fault, actually.
Casting vote is for two from the analyst desk and 1 from the observer, right?
Yeah.
So I think we can blame
For the
Jonas
tiebreaker.
Strong. Yeah.
The top vote came from
Analyst desk.
okay.
Now
So
I
it's
need
the
to
analyst
talk.
desk.
Yeah. Now I need to go talk with Lyra and
Yeah.
Fawn.
Your analyst desk friends over there.
They are not good enough.
Yeah.
think.
I feel like they made that tiebreaker after they saw the clip of Doran's cool ults, and they're like, yeah, I think Doran gets it. Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to Brian. He's going to help translate the interview.
All right, you guys are on a 6 wins out of 6 games streak. Tell us what you think of the 6-game winning streak. Our confidence has been bolstered, and we feel very content about our performances. Not only you won the game, Doran, but you also feel pretty good. You feel pretty good, right? Yeah, I'm fine. I think the reason why I feel fine is because we ended up swiftly. You were going off the other day when you were having the interview. I think Pyoshik went up to the top lane whenever you called him. How was it? I'm really grateful that even though if I don't call him up, he still comes to the lane for assistance. So I guess this is what we call the definition of feedback. So it's expected that everyone expected DRX's favor compared to SP. There have been a lot of variables in draft. What were the biggest elements that you guys took into for the draft phase versus SeolHaeOne Prince?
근데 바텀 선수들이 바뀌어가지고
because they changed up their bot lane rosters.
준비해온 픽들에 당하지 않을까 좀 걱정도 되는데 저희
We were worried that we may be susceptible to some of the picks that they may use, but we were able to evade those easily. So I feel relieved. I guess you guys decided that Heimerdinger will be the crucial pick and got rid of it early on. So in game 1, there was a Corki versus Silas. He gets the usually Corki gets the fleet footwork, but he came for the other skill. Were you confident in that matchup? Can you please elaborate on that matchup? You know, whenever I play solo rank and I use Silas against Corkings, and the Corki was Kian, and the laning phase was very difficult, so I took a hint from there. I didn't think that I would need the sustainability coming from the fleet footwork. So I guess everyone learns from the solo rank as well. And I would like to address the question. We're known as one of the players who gobble up CS a lot. So Doran, do you guys give a lot of CS to Chovy, or does he just take those up individually very well? Whenever I looked at the statistical category on CS per minute, and then I thought I was going to be on the top of the list, but actually Chovy was about 20 ahead of me, so I was very bewildered. I think he gobbled up everything, including the ones in the enemy jungle camps as well.
네. 저비가 직접 그렇게 진짜 막 만들어 먹는 그 CS 그 비결이 뭡니까?
So what's the recipe for that sheer amount of CS that you take? Once the laning phase is done and I have nothing much to do, now I'll just take the opponent's raptors and bounce easily. I mean, it's easier said than done because you have to win your laning phase to do so. And there has to be also team effort to pan out such situations.
또 도란이 오늘 도미장식이라는 말 들어본 적 있어요? 도미장식이라고? 도란?
Doran, have you heard of the Doran showstopper?
분이 어떤 장면에서 도미장식이라는 말을 클템이 이렇게 했는지?
Do you know when Clown Temper used that term? Yep. I think that's when one of the moments shown whenever you got the POG. What do you think about that?
앞에 50 있고 뒤에 3명 있길래
I saw Wukong in front of me, and then there were 3 champions behind the Wukong, so I just pressed R and used the showstopper on them. He showed some audacity, engaging into enemy champions. And then LeBlanc, Ezreal, and Rek'Sai were all slightly out of position, yet you just engaged in without any hesitation. Can you tell your thoughts about that move?
제가 템을 다 뽑고
I was well equipped with items, and it's one of the prime times of set. So I just confidently pressed R and then went for it. So you knew you weren't gonna die, right? Absolutely.
한 17분 때 거의 밀고 들어가서 넥서스 근처까지 갔었거든요. 깜짝
Right,
놀랐어요.
around the 17-minute mark, you guys were right in front of the opponent's Nexus and gonna seal the deal. What were the play calls at that moment? Did you guys agree on whether that was enough and back off, or did you guys actually try to close out the game? We had no intention to close the game out at that point. We were just going to back off after the Herald crashes onto the tower once, but the tower was already gone. So that's that.
자 그리고 이제 이렇게 6전 전승을 거둔 가운데 다음 경기.
Alright, 6 for 6 thus far. Now you go up against KT in your next series.
자 끝으로.
You must be yearning to get a perfect record in this round. So, any resolutions to the future series, Doran?
기분이 좋고요. 또 다음
I feel
경기에
content that we're performing well.
다다다한 경기 이겨서 전승 1라운드
Make sure we finish
해보겠습니다.
with a perfect record this round by taking out our all positions in the following matches.
매치 9개 다 계산하고 있어요, 도란이. 다도 계산하고 있었습니다. 네. 자, 그리고 자, 초비도 한 말씀 하셔야겠습니다.
And Chovy, you?
저도 남은 매치들 다 이길 수 있게 열심히 할 거고.
네.
I'll do my best to get all the dubs in this round, as well as the next round,
알겠습니다.
to get a perfect season for this split.
그리고 2라운드의 파이팅 계속해서 부탁드리겠습니다.
Alright, I hope you guys achieved your wishes, and once again, congratulations. And that'll be it for the post-game interview.
Thank you, Brian, once again for helping out with the translation of the interview there. Very calm, cool, collected were the two members of DRX as they sail on up to first place. And
Still
they are
undefeated. yeah.
undefeated.
And wait, SeolHaeOne Prince is joining to Sandbox right now.
Oh no.
Into
yeah.
the hell.
It's happening.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, DRX is showing off that they are having such a great performance, and they're already, it feels like they're already preparing for the playoffs. And in the opposite side, SeolHaeOne, they are struggling. I mean,
Yeah.
they still have chance, but starting is not great, and this is already feels like pretty worse than Spring Split
Yeah.
when we compare SeolHaeOne to APK.
Definitely, for sure. And their next matchup is against T1. That will be on next Thursday. So hopefully they take this time to practice really hard and try to change things up. And maybe they can try to take a game off of T1. And that would be the most I think we can expect at this point in time. But guys, we're going to have a bit of a long break. It is 6:41, so we have to start at 7:50 here in Korea. So it'll be over an hour that we have to wait for KT versus Afrika coming up next after this long break.